Ozzie that you've seen here? You know, we've talked about he kind of looks like himself, but especially right-handed. Is that ball just jumping off?
No, man, just like we've seen it for years. I mean, he's probably, against left-handed pitching, been one of the best right-handed hitters in the game. For some reason, I don't know, maybe he didn't have a lot. I didn't know what the breakout down was in spring training, if he had a lot of right-handed at bats, and it just took him a while to get that, that part going, and because we just know how electric he is when he's on his game there.
What's it like to have 50 years with one organization and your 800th win?
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, I think I'd ever had one win as a manager, honestly, after all the recycles and everything that I went through. And I've been blessed to be around a lot of good players. I mean, any awards a manager gets byproduct of his team, pretty much, in the organization. So I just kind of stayed around long enough with a really good team to be able to do that.
Elder's had these strings of success before, but how good has this been for him to
Well,
get 4 starts?
There's really nothing wrong with getting on a run and finishing like he is, I'll tell you that. And he's another one. He's like, a guy like Ozzie with the right-handed. He kept battling through and never offered any excuses, and he kept working, and he made some adjustments and got to kind of pitching like we all know he's capable of. So I think a lot of those guys that go through a long season, there's a lot of ups and downs, and it's never easy, and they hang with themselves, and they keep pitching, they keep working, they keep doing things. He's been through a lot, been through some, to the extremes almost, but he's handled it, and all that does is just make him tougher mentally, and what you got to be successful in this game. And so it's nice to see him on this little run that he's on.
Albies, I mean, he had to, we kept asking him, are you worried about the option next year? That seems to no longer be a question. They'll exercise the option. How good does it make you feel, since you're here from the beginning, know he's got a few more years left?
No, Ozzie's, seen every at bat in the major leagues. I had him in AAA. I've always just loved and respected the guy as much as the ball player. Who he is as a person, how he approaches life, and his wife, or great family, and what he does. And I always said, if you play the game the way Ozzie does, you're going to play it right. And he's got a lot of respect for the game. He loves to play it. A lot of enthusiasm. It's just one of those guys that you become attached to. Been around him so long now that I kind of tell him he's stuck with me for the rest of his life. So and to see him work through the ups and downs of a long season like he has, he's withstood injury that's killed him, I know, because he loves to play. He's got a lot of energy to play. He's got all-stars, he's a world champion, he's got 30 and 100s, and he's done a little bit of everything in the game. And he stuck with it. He sticks with himself more than probably we do, honestly, and has belief in himself and his talents and his abilities, and it's really cool to see.
Alex said that Murph had been playing through that hip issue now for 3 years. I mean, what's that say about him?
It's kind of unbelievable that you can do that position and just go through that. And he said it's been bothering him since, I guess, second half of 23 when he was an all-star. And just shows you how strong and dedicated a guy like that is to, want to play and being a team guy. And so hopefully, it's something, if it's been bothering him, they can get it taken care of. And when he comes back and does his rehab and everything, that he can be the player that we know he can.
Anything else? All right.